This was news that flew completely under my radar. Like, this shit just flew completely beneath me, and I am so sorry for missing this. But thankfully, my friend Jason sent me this text saying that, hey, this is happening, it's real. And sure enough, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting a Evil Dead animated series. And not only that are we getting an Evil Dead animated series, but this guy right here, yeah, he's gonna be the main character, and Bruce Campbell is the star. Like, Bruce Campbell is coming back to voice the character. How fucking cool is that? Like, we're getting Ash in this series, and I am so hyped for him to come back. I can't tell you how hyped I am to see, Bruce Campbell come back. I have liked, not to say I didn't like the characters from the Evil Dead 2013 movie or the Evil Dead Rise cast, but you just can't say no to the king, right? Like, there's no way you can just say no to the king. And to have him back after, Bruce Campbell kept saying, like, oh, I'm retired, I'm not Ash anymore, and then he goes and voices the character in Dead by Daylight, and it kind of shows that, oh yeah, you're not done, you just don't want to do the physical acting, which I get. The guy's like in his mid to late 70s. I can't fault him for like not wanting to do like physical work anymore. So I guess voice acting wise is all the same. And an Evil Dead animated series is something like a lot of us have wanted for the longest time. And it also showcases, with this Evil Dead animated series, it really showcases that they're starting to take, like, all this talk of, like, we're going to have more Evil Dead films out more frequently, we're going to have more Evil Dead products out, like movies, TV shows, things like that. Like, all the stuff that essentially the group behind Friday the 13th is keep saying, but I've seen only a few things, like Jason showing up in multiverses and things like that. There hasn't been any, to my knowledge, any major announcements as of this recording. Not to say there won't be, I'm just saying, like, they really hyped up this whole, like, Friday the 13th Friday the 13th rollout, since the rights issues are apparently over. But we've seen two things: Jack and shit, and Jack got out of town. So to not have that is pretty telling, if you ask me. It's a pretty clear sign as to what's going on. Now, the other, like, as to where this show could go, like, that's another big thing that you have to really take into account, is, like, where could this series go in terms of streaming, because obviously it's going to go to streaming. Everything does. Our best bet would probably be, like, it's probably going to be Netflix. I'm not like definitively saying Netflix, but I will say that, like, I do think that Netflix is probably the go-to one, because they're getting all the IP animated shows. But I wouldn't count out, depending on if this is, like, I wouldn't count out Max either, because this is Evil Dead, and that is under their wheelhouse, outside of Army of Darkness. So I'm going to say either Netflix or Max are going to be the Prime streaming sites, or even Amazon Prime, now that I say that. So there you go. The usual suspects is what I'm saying. Not like we're going to see an animated series on Evil Dead, like an Evil Dead animated series on Disney Plus. We can rule that out right now. Now, as to where this show could be, maybe this could be a cool sequel to Ash vs. the Evil Dead. I think that would be really cool to see it as, like, a continuation, and kind of answer all the leftover questions. It could also be easy as, oh, this is Ash. Because they all want to have, like, a canon timeline. It's very clear that Campbell and Raimi really want to have like a sacred timeline, so to speak. So they want to have all of that put together for this series. I will say that I think, like, I would probably want an Evil Dead Ash vs. Evil Dead sequel. That's where I am. But if they don't do that, just have it be like a clean slate. And I even then would still prefer, like, maybe we can have like some of the characters from Ash vs. Evil Dead show up and maybe have a little more connection to the universe. If everyone really is as serious about, you know, having all these all these universes connected, and now that we know that there are the three Necronomicons are all canon, so we could have, maybe it'd be kind of cool to get voice roles for like characters from Ash vs. Evil Dead Rise, or the 2013 movie, because a lot of people still want to see Mia come back. But yeah, all in all, hail to the king, baby. That's all I gotta say. But you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of this announcement for an Evil Dead cartoon? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? Are you guys happy that Ash is back? And do you want this to be a sequel, or at least acknowledge Ash vs. Evil Dead and some other things that were kind of left out due to the cancellation? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.